On behalf of Switzerland Global Enterprise, Switzerland's official trade and investment promotion agency, and the State Secretariat for International Finance, it's a pleasure to be joining the Impact Summit of the World FinTech Festival 2020 from Zurich. My warmest greetings and welcome to you, all the participants that are joining virtually from around the world. We are pleased to speak over the next 45 minutes about 3 relevant topics surrounding sustainable finance and green fintech in Switzerland. First, our worldwide leading framework conditions for green fintech companies. Second, the ambition of the Swiss Financial Centre to be at the forefront of sustainability on a global level. And third, the role of the private sector in driving green fintech innovations. Before we deep dive into these topics, let me start by saying that digital technologies, and especially financial technologies, have become more important than ever this year. As the world economy almost stopped due to the spread of the coronavirus, many governments disbursed emergency financial aid or bridging loans to ensure the existence of numerous companies and individuals. Although such emergency financial aid policies take different forms depending on the country, they share one key requirement. Payments had to be made quickly and efficiently, with financial technologies playing a key role. Financial technologies also play an increasingly important role in tackling what is probably the greatest challenge of our time: climate change. In consequence, the use of financial technologies to improve environmental, social and economic sustainability, so-called green fintech, has become one of the most important trends with the fintech universe. Switzerland is at the forefront of this development. In recent years, our country has evolved into a major global fintech and blockchain hub with an attractive mix of leading Swiss and foreign companies, such as the American company Xapo. As the world's largest custodian of bitcoins, Xapo operates the global business from its headquarters in Zug, also known as the Swiss crypto volume, or Ethereum, also founded in Zug in 2014. Today, Ethereum's cryptocurrency token Ether is the most common cryptocurrency and blockchain technology of the Bitcoin. The Swiss fintech ecosystem has also been producing numerous innovative solutions in the area of green fintech, ranging from big data and artificial intelligence solutions for the analysis of ESG data, digital platforms for impact investments, and the financing of renewable energies, tools for the calculation and assessment of climate and environmental risks, a variety of blockchain applications, and many more. So why is Switzerland such a global hotspot for driving innovation in the field of fintech and green fintech? Let me talk about the Swiss fintech success factors. It is for a good reason that Switzerland has been topping the Global Innovation Index for the last 10 consecutive years. Our business clusters, universities, research institutions, and the Swiss state are making enormous efforts to develop and promote innovation and technologies. Swiss universities and colleges are at the forefront of international research in the field of modern technologies such as blockchain or artificial intelligence. They work very closely with business and industry and bring highly qualified talents to the labor market every year. Furthermore, the Swiss authorities are very business-oriented and have pioneered when it comes to providing an innovation-friendly regulatory framework for the fintech sector. For example, a sandbox regime has been introduced for the sector, an innovation space that allows fintech companies to accept and invest public deposit up to 1 million Swiss francs without a license. Since 2019, it has been possible to obtain a fintech license, allowing public deposits of up to 100 million Swiss francs to be accepted. This simplifies blockchain and crypto companies' access to the Swiss market significantly. Only last month, the Swiss government launched a new network bringing together green fintech associations, potential financiers, academics, consulting and legal firms. This body will make proposals to the Swiss government and the private sector on how to improve the framework conditions for green fintech in Switzerland even further. The State Secretary in charge, Daniela Staffel, will tell us more about this initiative in a very moment. This kind of private-public collaboration on policy topics is at the same time unique in the world and typical for Switzerland. Switzerland's innovative power, combined with its traditional strengths, stability, security, a trustworthy environment, and excellent infrastructure, and its strong financial and banking sector, which is very committed to sustainable finance. We will hear more about this in the session from Jörg Gaster, CEO of the Swiss Bankers Association. Make Switzerland a strong location to advance new models and ideas together with the best partners, thereby contributing to a greener and more sustainable world. Having said that, I am now pleased to hand over the floor to State Secretary Daniela Staffel, whose presentation will be followed by the impulse session of Mr. Gasser. This session concludes with a panel discussing driving green fintech innovations through the private sector with the CEOs of Globalance Bank and Descartes Finance AG, two major Swiss sustainable finance actors. The panel will be moderated by Dr. Anna Stünzi. You will have the opportunity to ask questions after the panel, and I hope you will do so. Madam State Secretary, the floor is yours.